right, so this is like the first major bombshell move of the 2025 NFL regular season. We are pretty much a week away from the season kicking off, where the Dallas Cowboys open up their season against the defending Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. But it will not be. They will be without their best player on defense, edge rusher Micah Parsons, and that's because the Dallas Cowboys have made the decision to trade Parsons to the Green Bay Packers in return for two first-round draft picks, one for this upcoming season. Oh no, one first-round pick in 2026 and another first-round pick in 2027. Parsons will also sign a 4-year, $188 million deal, which I believe is going to be 47 million guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken. And there's that. Now, I have Ian Rappaport's tweet up here as him, you know, breaking the story down, but an account that goes by the name of Pretty Ricky has been on top of this from the start. He put it out a few days prior to this information going out, was that the Green Bay Packers were preparing a trade offer for their services of Micah Parsons, and he was pretty much been spot on it ever since. And today the deal got done. Um, I didn't think it was going to happen in the beginning, because I just, the Cowboys, typically, go through this with their players. Negotiations tend to go like this sometimes with between players and teams. Um, Dak got paid twice from Jerry. Ezekiel Elliott, he got paid from Jerry Jones. Trayvon Diggs, he got paid. CeeDee Lamb got paid. A few others got paid. So, I mean, maybe if you didn't pay Dak the second time and you move off of Dak, you probably had a chance to pay Michael Parsons. But it looked like things had got, pretty personal between Parsons and Jerry Jones and the agent, David Mugetta. There's a lot of back and forth. He said this, he said that, and it got ugly. It looked like it got really personal between the two parties, and this is what came about. You know what I'm saying? But um, in regards to who won the trade, I view it like this. The situation kind of reminds me of what went down a few years ago, where the Rams and the Detroit Lions engaged in a trade where the Rams acquired Matthew Stafford from the Lions, and they gave up multiple first round draft picks, multiple draft other additional draft capital in return for Matthew Stafford. The Lions went ahead, rebuilt their franchise, got a franchise quarterback out of the deal, while the Rams got the quarterback that they really liked in Matthew Stafford, went on to win the Super Bowl, and I believe was Stafford's first year, and they have been in playoff contention ever since. They only missed the playoffs once with Stafford as a quarterback, but so to me, I view that trade as both sides winning it. You know, um, this could be the same for the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, with this move, I think, in my opinion, you put them in the same tier as the Philadelphia Eagles, as a team that could come out of the conference as Super Bowl representatives and possibly could win the Super Bowl. I think Jordan Love is a really good quarterback. Got some good, solid receivers around Jordan Love. Running game is solid. It just needed that. Their issues to me has always been on defense. Now you got that game record on your defense on the defensive side of the football to go along with to complement the great things that Jordan Love can do. And also it's also a critical year for Green Bay because Matt LaFleur is going to a year where he's on this final year of his contract. So they pretty much had to make the playoffs. They have to make the playoffs. And now you got to make the playoffs. But now with this move, that front office is expecting LaFleur and that team to go even further, you know? So huge expectations in Green Bay this upcoming season. For Dallas, you get Kenny Clark, but you also get multiple first round picks. You can use that to rebuild your franchise, rebuild his team. And maybe this could be a sign that Dak Prescott's time is coming to an end. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, but it is a possibility. Because I thought I felt as though Dallas could have the potential to be a playoff team, a wild card contender, but not winning the NFC East, not securing the first round bye in the playoffs, or getting a home playoff game. I just felt as though Dallas was a playoff team. That's it, wild card contender. But this move, after making this move, you're clearly out of it, in my opinion. You're clearly out of it. Um, Probably a full place team in the NFC East. We'll see. But you can possibly get something out of Dak Prescott. More draft capital to rebuild his franchise, to rebuild his team. So there's that. So I view it as right now. I think the trade, both teams can win this trade. You know, Dallas get the capital to rebuild their franchise. Possibly could find next year's this upcoming draft, 2026. Maybe you find a suitor for Dak Prescott. Get a quarterback. You can be really bad in this draft. Maybe Dallas is not a good for really. Maybe Dallas is a double-digit losing team. Get you a top 10 pick, top 5 pick. Get you a good quarterback. Find a suitor for Dak. Get more. Then possibly get more draft capital for Dak Prescott and turn it into some to impact players. You know, Green Bay move like this could keep you in the hunt for the next 3 to 4 years. A Super Bowl will put it over the top. A Super Bowl title or an appearance in the Super Bowl. But a one and done is out of the cards for Green Bay. No one and dones. It's championship run or bust for the Green Bay Packers. Dallas, this starts the reset of your franchise. Jerry Jones, I don't know what's going on in that situation in regards to that aspect with Jerry Jones. I know he's like 82 years old. Doesn't have that much time left, what I'm saying, on the earth. But we'll see. We'll see I think this is the only, I think there's more moves to come with the Dallas Cowboys because there's other players there's other contracts that they can move off as well. But we'll see how it all play out, man. Because I'm thinking there will be contenders out there that will be willing to take those salaries off the Cowboys. I'm talking about Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. There's some suitors out there that will be willing to do that. But we'll see how it all play out. But as for right now, I think Green Bay just got really good, and Dallas Cowboys took a step back. But sometimes you got to take a step back or two to move forward in the future. In the NFL, compared to the NBA, you can build up a contender really fast in the NFL compared to the NBA. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas is back into this thing, into Super Bowl conversations. That's if they make the right moves with these picks in the next 2 years, or maybe even next year. So that depends on who they take with these picks. But we'll see how it all play out. I'm out. Have a blessed day.